everyone, and welcome to another Q&A interview of the Secreted project. My name is Melina Psicha, and I am the Dissemination and Communication Manager of Secreted. Today, we have the honor of hosting the Microbiology Project Manager of PharmaMar, Dr. Fernando de la Calle Verdu. He's here to give us an insight into marine bacteria and their applications in the pharmaceutical industry in the context of Secreted, in which, of course, PharmaMar is a partner. Thank you, Dr. Fernando, for being here with us.
Thank you, Melina. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, before we deepen into the activities of Secreted, could you please share with us some information about the activities of PharmaMar, its field of interest, and of course, any recent achievements that you could disclose?
Okay, so PharmaMar is a Spanish company, biopharma company. We are located in the north of Madrid. Around 400 persons working here, and our mission is to look for new treatment for cancer using marine organisms. For that, we have an integrated platform. Since the expedition, we are collecting samples in Africa and Indonesia over the world, and so we have a drug discovery program in order to isolate new compound, then the development of this compound through preclinical, clinical, doing all the and so on, finalization. Today we have 3 medicines in hospital, approved medicine against sarcoma and ovarian cancer. Against in Australia, we are developing the apridine for multiple myeloma. And finally, we have another new compound, very interesting compound for small cell lung cancer approved in the States. But however, I think the most interesting could be that we have another new development of new compound. We have a very large collection of marine organisms, and most significant is our know-how through 35 years of experience. My mission here is to develop all the drug discovery from marine bacteria, marine microorganisms, using different isolation technologies, molecular characterization, the culture, scale up, extraction, till the identification of new compounds.
Thank you, Dr. Fernando. So it is quite clear that PharmaMar carries more than enough expertise in marine-derived medicine and also holds extensive knowledge and infrastructure when it comes to marine bacteria isolation and culturing, as well as molecular characterization. So it looks like PharmaMar's profile aligns perfectly with the concept of Secreted. So let me ask you this. What is your exact role in this project?
Okay, Melina. So PharmaMar is in several work packages related to the collection, microbial collection, because we would like to share our experience in the management and the documentation of this bacteria. We are putting on the table a large collection of deep sea actinobacteria, and then we have 1,000 of extracts that can be tested in the consortium. And in this work package, we are working with the genomic mining in detecting new gene cluster for new metabolites. On the other hand, we have a very nice contributing in the work package 5 because we are expert in the culture and scale up and extraction, chemical replication in order to detect bioactive compound. And finally, we are proposing to use our anti-tumor screening for the rest of the partner, and that we are doing is a relationship in between biosurfactants and siderophores and the cytotoxic effect using our own database of compounds. I think that could be interesting to give this vision of cytotoxicity of the compound in the project.
So thank you very much. So having discussed your role in Secreted, how do the activities of PharmaMar align with the goals and the expected achievements of the project?
Well, PharmaMar is very focused on anti-tumor compound. Security is focusing to develop tools of system and synthetic biology for siderophores and biosurfactant. But I think that we have technologies in common. For instance, the culture, the molecular characterization of the marine collections, the genomic mining could be quite similar. The chemical replication we are using on different databases but the rest. And I think in general we have very similar technologies.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds to me that you have learned from Secreted. So
Yes.
What did you specifically learn that helped you to adapt your expertise and knowledge to the objectives of the project?
Yes, Marina, you're right. So I have learned a lot of the rest of the partners in this project. Keep in mind that, for instance, for anti-tumor compound that we are doing is culturing of marine bacteria using complex medium, using induction of the silent gene cluster, different systems to try to spread genes. And the extraction is done by organic solvent. However, in security, the siderophores, for instance, they are extracellular compound. They are excreted very, the first stage of the fermentation. They should be water soluble, quite different to our compound. But I think in general that we can share all this kind of information in order to increase the probability to discover new compound in the future. I am very happy to in the secreted, of course.
Thank you. Thank you for that detailed description. So it is fascinating how adaptable biotechnology can be when it is followed by extensive knowledge and the right collaboration. So it is clear that within Secreted, collaborations lead to a win-win situation, as of course it is with all European projects. So as an industry, what are your objectives for being part of such a consortium?
Well, Melina, I think the main object for PharmaMar in this consortium is to receive the know-how of each partner. It's very important to receive new information in order to improve our knowledge in the future. On the other hand, that we would like is to explore our collection out of the cancer. So we know that we have several interesting bacteria able to produce new siderophores or biosurfactant, and that could be very interesting to expand the applicability of our collection. And finally, I am very happy to be part in order to know and in order to find new synergies with another partner for future collaboration.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fernando, for answering all our questions. And I'm sure that our audience found this Q&A very interesting and educative when it comes to marine-derived pharmaceuticals.
Thank you,
So-
Melina, for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, of course. So before we close this Q&A, I would like to inform all people watching that you can learn more about Secreted through its official website. You can follow and like our social media pages, and of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to find more interesting videos and get updated about the progress of Secreted. So, Dr. Fernando, would you like to say something before we close?
No, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. So closing this very interesting Q&A video, again, I would like to thank you, Dr. Fernando, for helping us better understand the biotechnology behind Secreted from your perspective. And I would also like to thank all our viewers and invite them to have a look at the other videos in our YouTube channel.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Thank
and
you,
goodbye.
Melina. Goodbye.